Hello everyone, this is Jimmy and welcome to episode 4 of Volcano Block. We are still surrounded everywhere by lava. Um, let's dive into things. So, with any luck, I would like to see if we can... I'm doubtful we can finish chapter 2 today, but let's get as far as we can towards the atomic reshaper. So, let's make the heat block. I think previously, what kept us from making this was that it took a lot of clay. But we have clay now, so I need to smelt some brick. There's no, like, brick burst seed, is there? Or clay burst seed? Unfortunately not. I've set off a handful more burst seeds, so I have a bunch of, like, stone, gravel, dirt, sand, etc. But, no cheap and easy way to get clay. Oh well. So we need, let's see. Only one of these. So 2 terracotta and 6 clay. Aha. I love it when that recipe exists. Alright. You smelt that. You smelt that. I'm gonna need more charcoal as well. Is there can I make charcoal from wood by chance? Yeah, I can just burn wood. Alright, then for that, let's grow some trees. I wonder, can I grow the super trees? So I know I have oak saplings. Is there a way I can turn these into... Yeah, with mutation paste. How do I make this? You core fertile soil? Is there a quest for this? Ah, right here. Would you look at that? Alright, so you rock core fertile soil. We can do that. And make mutation paste. And then once you have one block, you can use it to make more. Right, because is this block consumed? I don't know. We'll find out. But first we need a lot of rock cores. Wait a second. Aha, that's fertile soil. If I break it and I get it, I can pick it up. I forgot what we used, a shard of something or another to get our first sapling, right? And that also gave us this fertile soil. So, let's do the rock coring. So I kind of forgotten how this works already. I need a shard of the pure giver. That's... Oh, do I not have that one? Pure... Oh no, it's green. Okay. Wait, I swear it was like pink. Oh no, this block's pink. Got it. So hold on, short-term memory loss. Place the rock core. Place this next to it, and then right-click that. Does that do something? It doesn't seem to like this. I think I'm doing it right. It's saying that sometimes the catalyst block will dislodge and have to be replaced. So I think it's only like a chance to succeed. And I just haven't succeeded yet. I believe in me. You know, there's that saying about insanity. Attempting the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I think I'm well on my way. This can't be right, can it? Day now. I'm pretty sure that's a mod telling me I'm doing something wrong. Alright, back to the book. Nope, turns out I was doing it right. You just have to be more stubborn than I was. After about another 3 minutes of placing the fertile soil and getting it broken, we now have a mutation paste block. So now if I want more of this, I can use the mutation paste block to make more, right? Basically turn each of these rock cores into another one. So let's do a couple more, who knows, I'm sure we'll need it. This stuff seems to function approximately like UU matter. So you can, I mean, it even looks like UU matter. It has, you know, UU matter-ish recipes that can transform items into various other forms. And this is how we get, like our first cactus, for instance. Or, you know, all the various other seed types. Specifically, I want something like jungle saplings so I can make the tall trees. Like the 2x2 jungles. Here's a test. Can I transform three blocks at once? Maybe. I'll see you in like 10 minutes when I'm done picking up this mutation paste block over and over again. Aha! Strategy. I just literally hold down right click here, and as soon as the block breaks, I pick it up again. It breaks very quickly. And yeah, it seems to more or less work. Now have multiple mutation paste blocks. The quest has us using that to make cactus. So let's make one of those and start growing them. Carrot or sugarcane will do. Let's see, a carrot. Oh, I need mutation paste, not blocks. Alright. So we mutate that into cactus, and then for my own use, I want a jungle sapling. This one will do. I guess I need 4 to plant the 2x2 tree. So, I'm hoping this will make wood collection. Oh my gosh, mouse sensitivity. No, stop, tree. That's not what I want. I hope I can also vein mine the entire big tree in one go. Alright, give me a sapling, please. That's not a jungle sapling. Tree failed to give me a sapling. Oh no, there it is. Go, make big tree. Ah ha 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 ha. Mission successful. Now I just have to chop it. I think it's better to chop it with a tool that doesn't have durability, so I hit the vein mine limit, not the tool durability limit. Just barely don't get it all. What if I start chopping from halfway up the tree? And I get the entire tree in one go? Gosh, you get like the climbing speed chopping debuff. Sorry if this is making anyone feel sick. This random screen movement. I want to be able to get the whole tree in one go though. So no, still not quite. Dang it. You think I die from this fall damage? Let's eat and then cut it down. Good luck, me. Ow. This is fine. This will suffice for the time being, though. Let's turn the jungle wood into charcoal. I do like how you can do the entire stack in one go. And then we can use that to fuel our furnaces. Huzzah. For farming the cactus, I just made a very simple vanilla-style cactus farm. When cactuses grow, if the spot they grow into is occluded, they just pop off. So, grow them, let them fall off. Most of it falls into the water. I'm sure there's better cactus farm designs. I just, go something quick and dirty here. And then when I'm done, I can just grab some of this cactus. Technically, this runs while I'm not holding shift here too, but without the growth boost from holding shift, it's very slow. But just every now and then I can go and, snag some of this cactus. In fact, I bet I could change it slightly and let hoppers do the work for me. It just occurred to me that a hopper is actually made from stone and not iron. About to say, hoppers are pretty expensive if you make them from iron, but a basic hopper doesn't even need that. And a little bit of re-engineering of the water streams gets all the items converged into a hopper, so they don't despawn after 5 minutes. Alright, magic. With that out of the way, that's a quest. Slowly working my way up to a full set of iron armor from these quest rewards. Let's go back to this heat block. I think we were previously cooking up materials for it, and we have already taken it out of the furnace. So, I'm not quite sure what it's for, but I know we need one. We get 4 at a time. They don't have a burn time, and the quest doesn't tell me anything more about it. Alright. Cannot be created inside of chunks claimed with FVB utils. Alright, let's make a warm core. Obtained from right-clicking a heat block with a flint and steel. I'm going to assume it explodes as well, based on that tooltip there. Flint and steel, please. Or I have one in here somewhere. I'm going to do it over here, because if it's going to explode, I want to, I don't want it to blow me up. Or rather, blow the base up. Alright. Go. That was a little anticlimactic, if we're being honest here. And then a freezer. Alright. Think we can do that? One freezer coming right up. It seems like it could be useful in a volcano here. So freeze your water into ice, lava into obsidian, and that one doesn't seem very useful. Only works at night and consumes energy. I assume energy in the form of heat energy, maybe? I don't know. But let's just continue on here. Power crystals. See the Book of Wells for more information. Nourisher, that sounds cool. Alright, there's no recipe for it, so we'll consult the Book of Wells. Powering, I presume? The power? Oopsies. That. The power crystal item has variable recipes. That means that for each part, the different. So it's like a Tinker's Construct style thing. The nucleus, the relays. So this is a nucleus. These 2 blocks are the relays, and these 6 on the sides are the screen. Test out different recipes to see which is best. Can do. The power crystal has 3 traits: power, range, and purity. Those are our possible inputs, and different relays and different screens. List of possibilities yet. To place a power crystal in the world, simply right click with your hand. So what am I trying to optimize here? Power. The total power this crystal can contain. This may be recharged in the recharger. The range and the purity will determine the amount of power wasted in air transmission. Okay, I could experiment, or I could just look it up. So I'm going to consult the internet and see what a good power crystal is. Thanks to the fine old folks on Reddit, I'm going to be using a mist rod for the center bit, so I need to first craft an empty rod. We'll fill that in a bit. For the top and bottom, I'll be using this special stone called moonstone. And for the sides, I'll be using crystal blocks. So 1, 2, 6 of these. All right, let's start by filling this rod with our soul. I can just shift right click, right? Deal a little bit of damage, and we have a filled rod. So if I recall right, the recipe looks like this. And that gives us a power crystal with I think it's a maximum power that matters. The current power can be recharged down the line, but you can't increase the maximum. So you want high purity. I don't actually know if 1765 power and 8 range is a lot, but I don't feel like spending an hour tinkering to figure out the best combination either. So for now, this will do. All right. With this, let's see. Snow can be created by using the freeze round water. Yes, I need a block of quartz. Okay. Let's turn our warm core. So the warm core is like the rock core, except it has slightly different recipes. Ooh, TNT. I see. So my understanding is that this freezer can freeze water, but it needs power to do so. And the power comes from that crystal we just built. We can place this anywhere nearby. Ooh. Neat. And oopsies, didn't mean to move it. Come back here. Start freezing. Freeze, please. Is it the block above it? It says nearby. Seems 10 energy per operation. No energy has been consumed yet. Let's put the crystal closer. Go. I don't actually know how I'm supposed to get snow. This recipe says it makes ice. As far as I know, there's no way to turn snow into ice. The freezer also says it only works at night, but I don't. Does it count as always night in the Nether? Lastly, this here accepts snow or quartz, but not ice. So yeah, how am I supposed to get snow? I can't make this, can I? No, not even close. The freezer is most definitely draining energy out of our crystal. It started at 441, now it's down to 411. I think maybe it's actually freezing the lava it's under. So I'm going to, oh dear, just made a mess. I'm going to move it a little bit such that we are not close to any obsidian, so that, or any lava, so we don't just freeze lava. Let's try this up here where we're further away from the lava. So, crystal, oopsies. If you right click off crystal, you pick it up. There's 411 power points in it. So at when this drops to 401, that means this freezer's done something. And, oh, there we go. That's ice. So if I break the ice, yeah, that just turns back into water. How am I supposed to get snow from this? According to the book here, it says turns water into snow or ice. So maybe it's just a chance thing. I also have, oh, there we go. I was about to say maybe it turns solid water into ice and flowing water into snow. But no, here's some snow. Anyways, now that I have the snow, I can turn our warm core. There's not a snow burst seed, is there? There is. Let me harvest some of this snow, and then I'll make a burst seed of it so that we can get way more snow. Is there also an ice burst seed? Oh, there is not. This freezer is absolutely awful. It freezes maybe a block per 30 seconds, and half the time it makes ice. I only have one snow block so far, and it's been 3 minutes. This is incredibly boring. What I really should do is just set up more water and come back to it. What do I even need the ice for? Ice is to make quartz. You know what? If one block of ice can do the job, let's just use or one block of snow can do the job. Let's turn our snow into a block of quartz. So it should be the same process as before. Place the core, put the catalyst in it, or put the shard in it, and then place this. If it destroys the snow, okay, no, it just drops it. Perfect. And then we can just keep replacing it until that becomes quartz. Now I know there is also a quartz burst seed, but we're going to need 4 blocks of quartz for that. Which means I'm going to have to turn all 4 of my cores into warm cores. I think. I have rock cores. I have 3 other cores in my inventory somewhere. Maybe. Yeah, heat blocks. We're going to turn these into these warm cores as well. Explosions! Yummy, yummy. In the meantime, I've also streamlined my ancient cobblestone process a bit more to take advantage of the fact that this can, work on larger areas at a time, not just one plane. So, I harvest it all, turn it off. Every now, it doesn't have to get literally 100% of it, but then I just use the wand and fill the block up again. And then it takes about, 30-ish minutes, I'd say, to do the entire block. But you get quite a bit of ancient cobblestone out of each batch. We'll do that. Or flip the switch. Cover it up. You don't have to cover it up, but everything's in range here. And it'll all eventually get turned into ancient cobble. Anyways, during that time, I was able to craft up 4 blocks of quartz. Can you turn quartz back into... No, you can't. How... Is there any way for me to turn quartz blocks back into nether quartz? Mana infusion eventually? Or a squeezer of some sort eventually? Alright, well, I'm sure if I need it, it'll become possible. Anyways, for now though, I can duplicate the quartz with the burst seed. If I get one more piece of snow, I can also start doing snow. Come on, one more piece freeze. Nope, no such luck. Ah, there we go. No. Double, please. Alright, so now I can start doing snowburst seeds for the future. Oopsies. Yummy, yummy snow. A single quartz seed bursts into 41 pieces of quartz. So I have a feeling we're not going to need to make all that much of this. I think 10 more will probably just be sufficient. And there goes our snow one. Nope, that was a quartz one bursting. Never mind. For some reason, the snow seed gets washed away by water. It's the only one so far that does, so I have to place them on the upper level of my burst seed farm. So difficult. Totally not worth it anymore. I honestly love this burst seed mechanic. over the course of a couple minutes, we turned a couple pieces of, put them in a different chest, stone and, or quartz and snow into many, many stacks of it. Only had some semblance of organization in my items. Alright, whatever, moving on. We've completed the top line, so let's move to the bottom. Refine circuits. This uses a solder and the solid fuel Aero Heater, so let's set this up right here, because I decided this is exactly where I want it. The solid fuel Aero Heater burns furnace fuels, so yoink. And I believe it burns it so long as it has a redstone signal, regardless of what, or so long as it, oopsies, does not have a redstone signal, regardless of whether or not that fuel is being used for anything. So what we should do is just turn it off when we're not using it. Like turning off the lights in your room when you're not in the room. So I think once it starts burning a piece of fuel, it burns it to completion, and it continues to provide heat here. And I think once this arrow reaches the top, it's ready to craft. Alright, so circuit board is... I don't know how to read this. Let's start by making the pattern. That's what? An iron ingot and a piece of paper. I can do that. Is my mouse sensitivity... No, it's still what it is before. Every now and then the game just like jerks my mouse around for me, and I don't know. It makes me a little dizzy. Anyways, paper. The paper. I love that. You can't hide from me forever. And then which pattern do I want? Refined circuit. Yeah, I guess that's the only thing we can do with it. Alright, so I need iron ingot, circuit plate, and gold dust. The grinder should be able to make gold dust for me by crushing ingots. And circuit boards, I presume, yeah, this is what we need a cactus for. Cactus, clay, and paper. These circuit plates are used for a handful of recipes, so I'm just going to make a handful of them. 12, to be precise. Alright, circuit boards go in here. I'm going to see what happens. It looks like this bar or gold feeds into this thing, so I think we don't have to use exact amounts. It might have to be hot to melt it, though. And an iron ingot. Alright, so if I turn this on again, let it hook up another piece of charcoal as it comes up to temperature. Here, let's do a single piece. I don't know if we lose any leftover molten gold if it solidifies. So all the ingredients are in. Now it just has to get hot enough. However hot that happens to be. This has got to be close, right? The bar is almost full. Or maybe it's even full. I'm going to leave this on, actually. If it has to consume another piece of fuel, then so be it. There we go. So yeah, it consumed all the gold, and it left... Oh, it's crafting. Alright, so the recipe says it consumes 6 nuggets of gold. So I expect there will be 3 nuggets of gold left over. Let's keep this on. I don't want it to run out of heat during the crafting process. But it drains 30-some degrees, 34-ish degrees. And out the other end comes a refined circuit. Aha! And there are 3 nuggets left. Now, out of curiosity, I'm going to intentionally let this cool down and see what happens, what becomes of these 3 nuggets when it becomes cold. Does every solderer recipe use that? They all use gold and they all use circuit boards or circuit plates. It's just different patterns and different inputs here. And this quest rewards us with the chest piece. Aha! We now have a full set of iron armor. Alright, so it has cooled off and the gold stays. So I can just dump excess gold in the input slot. Perfect. Alright, next machine is to make a magmatic reassembler. Doesn't look that bad. I assume this is also a heat-using machine. So let's... Please. Yeah, it requires air. So we'll put it on top. And then we'll start heating it up. Alright, Now what does this do? I guess it's... At first I was like, it's just a furnace. It cooks stone. But no, it's like an anti-pulverizer. Turns sand into gravel, dusts into their full form. Oh, this is how I can get quartz. Because I can take our quartz blocks, crush them, and then make them full again. But the next quest is for an incinerator. That looks easy. I think I do need to make another batch of ceramic ingots, though. However, I have tons and tons of ancient cobblestone now. In fact, even without harvesting that batch, I have a lot of it. All right, let's turn all these into geodes and crack them open. It'll be a field day. Before I go cracking like 5-6 stacks of geodes, that's going to break our hammer a bunch of times over, I want to see about upgrading our mallets materials. So you guys told me that I can, while I'm on this menu here, it highlights like this the other materials we can use. That's kind of nice. I'm going to swap the head to, well, swap it over as much over to iron as I can. However, that requires another hammer to like do the work. So I'm going to start by taking this hammer and turning it into... Oh, wait, I can just directly turn this one into a hammer. Can't I? No, I can't, because I don't have enough integrity. I think I have to upgrade the handle for that or something. Anyways, I'm just going to turn this one into a stone hammer for now to have a level 2 hammer. Yeah, so it highlights the valid head materials. We'll make that a stone head. We'll make this a stone head. And now this is a level 2 hammer. And we can use this level 2 hammer to upgrade this level 3 hammer. Or this other hammer. This hammer has more integrity because I've used it more, I think. Maybe? Possibly. Let's start by repairing it, though. So, repair with a stick, then we repair with... It calls for a slightly different material each time. I think it randomly chooses between what the thing's made of. In fact, I can replace the handle. Let's do that. What does that do? More durability, less speed. Okay, sure, why not? And it gives us another point of this. Can't do anything in the binding. Can't do anything on the socket. But now I can make this hammer into all iron, which gave us an achievement. I expected it to have slightly more durability. We can still hone. So if I hone it for durability, it increases durability. Fair enough. Is there any other honing available? No. I think because we've now used the honing, that's like a EXP bar of some sort. We have to use the hammer to crack some geodes. And it's a tier 3 hammer now, by the way. But when we crack enough geodes, it'll... there will be more honing available. Yeah, we're at 12.5%. So I'm just going to crack open a whole bunch of these geodes. It took almost the full durability bar, but now it says honing available. So now, the integrity has also gone up as these pieces have began to settle. So I don't actually know how I can use more integrity, but it's a thing that exists. Anyways, now that it's honed, I can either increase speed, which I don't care for on this tool, or durability. So pick up this hammer again, do that, and that gives us a little bit more durability. I assume this process can rinse and repeat, you know, ad nauseum, basically. So now we have... Yep. Now we're back to 0% honing progress, but we have more durability. Anyways, let's also repair it. Oh, we need to have this hammer in our inventory in order to repair it. Iron. Doesn't repair much per 3 pieces of iron to repair it just that bit. Maybe making it of iron was a bad idea. Well, that would fully repaired it. I don't know. But that used up like 6 iron ingots. And the whole reason I'm doing this is to get iron. I think unless I need a level 3 hammer for something, I'll just use our stone hammer to crack these geodes open, so I'm not wasting half of the iron I get from the geodes preparing the tool that's cracking the geodes. That is awfully wasteful. Alright, so from all that, we got lots of stuff. Most of it in nugget form that I just have to compress, but here. Yummy, yummy. Total of 37 ingots, so I guess it's way less than half spent on recompressing it. I also forgot to turn this off. So apparently it gets up to 200 degrees Celsius. Unfortunately, after you turn it off, it does lose heat over time. So I would see it loses heat pretty quickly, actually, which is a bit of a shame. It means that unless there's some like heat bank you can use, any excess heat is just lost. All right, for now though, what was I doing with this? Making ceramic, right? For this batch, I'm going to try something slightly different. So before I've always used gunpowder as our EP generator. Well, this energy and dust stuff produces 1440 EP, which is exactly 288 times 5, which is normally the amount of EP you need. Well, which is exactly the amount of EP you need for this recipe, for the ceramic dust one. So this is a bit easier to make than gunpowder for us at the moment. Diamond, emerald, nether quartz, and sand. So let's try it. If all goes well, this should produce 16 pieces of the ceramic. Hey, we did it. Perfect. So I kind of understand the EP math now, how it's supposed to work. All right, so that's going into an incinerator. Incineration. All right, this is a 80-degree machine, as it says in the tooltip there. So this can go on our 80-degree machine tower. Whereas the other tower is for 100 up to 200-degree machines, I think. This next quest here, the Inferno Crystal, requires a piece of blaze powder. So it's time to go fishing again. Fishing for blaze powder, or blaze rods, I guess. It's not what I was after, but I caught a combustive cod. So I'm curious what it does. Huh. It has a lot of food on it. I guess that's all it is. It's just food. Alright. That's a little boring. All I catch are stinking cod. Give me a blaze rod, please. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Every now and then you catch an item and it like gets... It doesn't get pulled in. Yeah, and then eventually it burns up. No, that was my blaze rod. Well. I mean, I've only caught like 7 things, so... I'm not complaining yet, but if you burn my next blaze rod game, there will be words. I guess if I fish like here, even if that happens, I can just sacrifice myself to get it, right? I did it again. I'm going in. I got it. Now it's a matter of can I get to the water before I burn to death. Mission successful. Haha. I win this time, game. Alright, let's cool down our cod so I have some food to eat. And that'll get me healthy again. Alright, can I crush these for more than 2 powder by any chance? Yes, I can. I can get 4 powder out of it. Rotary grinder. Get grinded. And lastly, I need a piece of ash, which is done by incinerating literally anything. So let's incinerate this useless item and get ourselves some ash. Voila. Cool. So there's that. Should mean we can make that lava crystal or infernal crystal. I need a bit of carbon. All right, crush one more thing for me. These machines, unfortunately, are a little bit slow. Oh well, nothing to be done. I hope at some point we can get a better passive heat source that doesn't actually use fuel. But anyways, here is the carbon dust. That makes inferno dust. Burns for 3,600 tick. That's just double. It's a little bit more than double a carbon piece. Interesting. All right. Well, for now, I'm just going to magmatic reassembler it. That's you. And we have to heat you up again. The next quest will need 2 of these crystals, so may as well make a second dust while our furnace is heating up. Nom 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 nom. God. Next up, we need the Energean Aero Heater. So this is another thing that generates heat, and it uses energy and dust to do it. Alright, let's craft one of these really quick. Shouldn't be that bad. That's what we need these 2 Inferno Crystals for. This Aero Heater goes up to 250 degrees, which I think is 50 degrees higher than the solid fuel one. Yeah, so the magmatic is 80, 200, 250, 1,000, and variable. Alright, well, for now, I assume we'll need this to power the next tier machine. Under no circumstances should you ever harvest Energean with anything but a crystal cutter. Got it. Harvest it with something besides a crystal cutter. Oh, we've already made some of this stuff. Let's make some more of it. I can take the one piece we had left over, because you use 2 at a time, turn it into a seed in the magmatic reassembler, and let's see how to make that cutter. Crystal cutter. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Based on how stern the warning is, I can only imagine the explosion will be quite punishing if you don't harvest it with the crystal cutter. Although I also feel like I'm kind of obliged to test it out, aren't I? What's the worst that can happen? The words "under no circumstances" kind of force my hand here. So how do we even plant this? I guess we plant it on regular dirt? Well, it might need special growth conditions. Let's consult the book. What's it called? Energean Crystal Seed. Well, the documentation here doesn't say anything about growth condition, so I guess it's just slow and can't be bone meal by farting on it. It does give the same highly dangerous and should never be harvested without a crystal cutter warning, which is all the more reason I have to harvest this without a crystal cutter. But I guess we have to come back later for it. It's gonna take a little while by the looks of things. Real quick, I just want to make sure. Can we bone meal it? Nope. We just have to wait. Alright, we'll come back to that in a little bit. 8 pieces of dust. This is a fuel for the next Aero Heater, and the quest rewards us with 4 more seeds. So, let's go plant these before the good idea fairy strikes again. And have we made any progress here? No, still 0%. Alright, eventually those will have to grow. Fortunately, I think that's all the time we have for today. So, let's wrap up this episode here. We'll come back next time, harvest our Energean, and... oh, it's grown a little bit. And, see what's this thing they're warning us so direly against. Can't be that bad, right? Yeah, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.